Well, hello my model building maniac friends. Jake here with you out in the shop for another update video of John's 537 Reliant here. You can see I've got the two parts. I've gone through now and gotten all the lights put in for the lower saucer here, and let me show you. Let me zoom in, move this over here and zoom in, and I've gotten the boards in from my board in from Ralph at Tenant Controls. This is the, if you remember the last time I was talking to you, this is the MVE combo board for the 1/350 scale refit. And like I said, I wanted to do something a little different out of the box and kind of set this Reliant up the way you do the refit. You know, you have the nabs, the strobes, and then you have your warp impulse, and then your warp modes. So I'll take you through here in just a second on showing you that. But I've gotten all through and gotten it wired, and some of y'all may have seen it on Facebook, but it's all working perfectly now. So let me turn my lights on, my power on here, and show you. Let me turn my light off. Hang on. And hopefully the camera isn't let me back out to see if it's gonna take it or not, but I'll flip it over and you can see we have our, well, let me move the camera up here because you're out of shot, but you can see we have our flashing navigational lights there, the white and the green and the red, and not to be able to see it too well, but for some reason or another this camera is not liking the light. But we have our two thruster ports on the front, and then we have all of our interior lights on. And so what I'm going to do now is hit the momentary switch, and what you normally see is all the flashing lights, the strobes and the navigational lights will go off for a second, and then come back on. The navigational lights come on, then the strobes, then if you remember on the MVE board, the amber impulse, the deflector dish will come on at the same time. The impulse deck will come on, and then it'll ramp up for a few seconds, then ramp down to go to blue, then the warp nacelles will come on. So let me see if I can't get this going and get it to a point where y'all might be able to see it here. So here we go. So I pushed it, and then the impulse crystal will come on. You can see the lights coming on. You can see right there the impulse crystal coming on the bottom. Then it's going to ramp up brighter. Right there she goes. And then here in just a second she's going to ramp off. And when those go off, you'll see these lights go off. And then the blue comes on. So you can see it right there in the bottom. And then when this comes on, the nacelle lights will come on for a few seconds. So that's pretty much that on on all that. And then it goes back off. So you've seen all this before, so it's not that big of a whoop-de-doo, but y'all have seen it, and I just wanted to show y'all what's going on. I got to install my light that goes right here for where you have your those two red lights, the snake eyes on the bottom of the saucer here. So I've got that installed with some fiber, ready to go with some fiber optics, and I'll just run that through, and then get that all set. So I just got to install that, and that'll be ready to go. Then we can start doing our painting down here, and we're going to be using Aztec decals, and I'll show you that. Let me turn my light back on and move this back over here to where you can see it, and let me adjust the frame here. And you can see here that I've got my bridge set on, and I've gotten the blue detail painted put on. My Reliant got the bridge mounted, and you can see right here I've got the Aztec decals from Cameron's Decals and such. And I tried doing the Aztec painting on this, and especially on the nacelle, which I have complete. All I got to do now is just do my detail painting with the copper, and then the painting of the outside, and then I'll have to do a gloss coat, and then I'll start laying in our Aztec decals for this. But on the back side right here, I started doing the candy cane stripe for the nacelle, and it turned out real pretty. But when it started coming to the rest of the nacelle, the Aztecs were too far apart, and I just didn't like that, and so we're gonna go with a different route on that. So she's getting real close to being done, folks, and I've got my flip it over, and I have all my lights installed for the bottom. All I have to do now is go through and install the 5mm LED that goes the bicolor, and I'll install that right there. What I'll do is what I did with that one is I sanded it the lens down really well. That way it allows the light to disperse a little more evenly instead of being focused right out of the tip. So what I'll do is what I did with that one, and it worked real well, and you might want to try this too, is don't be afraid of a little hot glue. What I did is I dumped a bunch of hot glue down in this cavity right here, and then centered my LED right there in the center, and what that did is that helped, that hot glue was able to hold it in place to where it also helped disperse the light too as well. So we're going to be doing that here in the next day or two. So but it's coming along, folks. It really is, and it's turning out really pretty. And like I said, I've gotten these decals all done up here on top, and that way when we get it together and I can start assembling my roll bar, I won't have to worry about any of this. It'll already all be done. So, and then once it's together, I'll start doing my Aztec work for the saucer, and the little phaser banks and all that kind of stuff. So that's it for now, guys. We'll keep another update on it, and the next part you see me will be I'll be laying the Aztec the decals on this, and we'll take you through and show you how to do that, and then we'll continue on with the rest of the ship. So, but until then, guys, that's it, and hope y'all stay in touch, and I appreciate all the viewers. Now we have over 6,000 views now, and that's just great, guys. I'm loving it. So keep the views coming, and we'll keep you up to date on some more work. I've got some more work to do coming in soon, so we'll keep you in the loop on that, guys. So until then, take care and happy modeling, everybody.